Sedgell's pointing out there, this is not the first time institutional failings at Scotland Yard have been laid bare. Many question what has changed in the nearly 25 years since the Macpherson inquiry into the Met's handling of Stephen Lawrence's murder found that it was institutionally racist. And indeed, they ask what will be different this time. The Met Commissioner has spoken of recruiting more officers that Londoners can rely on. But when even some of its own don't trust the force, how can the public be expected to?
Jan was a brilliant mother. She done everything for her children.
For the family of Jan Mustafa, the Met's failings aren't systemic or institutional. They're personal.
In their eyes, because Jan was vulnerable, she was no one to them.
She was missing for a year. The police's failure to find her might speak of an overworked force, but also say her family of a service that didn't care.
For 1 year, I can't tell you one good thing that they done for us. The most popular, annoying word we would get told, it's on our to-do list. That's all they used to say.
Her body was eventually found, stored in the home of a known sex offender.
There's a freezer here that I want to get into. It's locked, but...
Her family believed that if the police had done their job, she might still be alive today.
Why is it, do you think, that detectives didn't take her disappearance seriously?
I think there's a lot of misogyny here with our case. There was victim blaming, we think. Obviously, Jan's race probably will come into that now as well. And it's just not fair. Like, she was our loved one.
Nusrit Methab knows the system from inside the ranks.
You know, I was vilified and I was ostracised.
Once a Met high flyer, she's now suing them over racist and sexist abuse.
There can be no more excuses. It's time for change. And if the Met can't reform, and I think Casey's made that quite clear, then it has to be disbanded and other options explored.
Faith in the force has taken a hit. Successive scandals and a self-defence class tonight where every woman has the name Sarah Everard somewhere in mind.
100%. I think it impacts you so much to know that you might not be able to trust people.
There was things that happened to me and the police didn't do that much, if I'm going to be honest. But I guess it's because of those experiences that now I'm kind of going to self-defense.
Policing by public consent. It is the founding principle of the British system. But what happens when confidence in the force is so corroded that trust begins to collapse? That is the central question posed by the Casey report. Does your family still trust the police?
No, I don't have no trust in them anymore. Who do you go to? No one.
For the family of Jan Mustafa and for every Londoner, the police need a better answer. John Ray, News at 10.